Hello there, everybody. I'm Karen Silton, and I'm a mosaic, ceramic, and glass artist. Welcome to 2013. I'm going to demonstrate a tool that has been such an amazing addition to my studio and to my practice. It's called the Taurus ring saw. And in just a moment, I will demonstrate how it's used. But first, I just want to say that so many people who do mosaics can expand the dimensions and the ideas in your work just with this very simple tool. It cuts glass. It's so easy and smooth. It's for all those of you who are a little bit tool phobic. I want to just allay your fears by demonstrating this amazing tool. It's not even that expensive. It's a few $100s, and you'll be able to I just can't say enough great things about it. So before we start, I just want to show you a little bit about what you can do with this tool. I have been doing mosaics for a really long time. I've done ceramic mosaics, I've done glass mosaics, I teach. I love giving people a chance to work in my studio and use the various tools that I use. I can't necessarily bring this tool to my classes, but I definitely, for those of you who come to my classes, you've seen it, and it's always good to give you another chance to see how it's used. So here's a piece that I finished not too long ago, and it utilizes this cutting tool. There are some pieces here that you might be able to cut with regular glass cutting tools, but it's so much easier to be able to cut it with the ring saw. These particular pieces here were cut from stained glass, and the owl face was cut from using this tool, so that you can get round shapes, including the pieces that were on the face itself were also cut with the ring saw. The little butterflies. Okay, so so you can see that again, it widens the amount of shapes that you can do. So it's just anything that you can think of now you'd be able to do. Okay, or almost anything. I'm sure that there's I can't say that there aren't other tools that could be used as well. In this piece that I just created for 2013, I used a combination of different kinds of glass, and it's glass for fusing, which is different than for stained glass, but that is another lesson. But there are a few pieces that I cut with the ring saw. This shape here, and the arms here, I also cut. Again, maybe you could cut it with regular glass cutting tools, but I like efficiency. That's the thing. Trying to find things that will make my life easier. And of course, these little pieces could never be cut with regular glass cutting tools. And I also did cut these out of the ring saw as well. Of course, these are really technically more demanding than the bigger pieces. So I don't want to mislead you in thinking that all of it can be done all at once, but just to give you an idea at least of where you can start from. Okay, and then, let's see, oh, here we go. I haven't finished this piece, but the pieces, these little round pieces, were cut using the ring saw as well. These pieces don't need to be cut with the ring saw, these little leaf-like shapes. So anyway, that's, oops, whatever. One thing I guess wasn't glued. And then this isn't my piece, but it is a piece that could be cut using the ring saw as well. and I will show, and that's what I'm going to show you next. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is to be able to like draw out a pattern, draw out a design, okay? And even though you can go with like larger pieces, we're just starting with some small pieces here to begin with. This is a great thing to have in your studio. It's just a roll of tracing paper. Yes, that's what it's called, tracing paper. And it's available at any art store or, you know, places like that. Maybe even other types of stores would have them, but the art store is the best bet, okay, for a roll of tracing paper. And then you can take any little design. I'm just showing you a little design that just for the purpose of this demonstration. I penciled it in. There's like these different lines on here. And then you take it and you need to make a copy from a copier. So if you have a copier at home and you can just put it on the glass, you can do that. Take it to Staples, Kinko's, any of your copy places, whatever, and you can make copies there. And what you will end up with is a copy, looks like this, that you will adhere to a piece of glass. And it can be any kind of glass, fused glass or stained glass. We're not using this tool really for ceramic purposes. There are other tools for that, but this is because the blade and everything would not withstand the cutting of ceramic. But for glass, it's perfect. So you're going to take this piece, and you can use Elmer's rubber cement. You can use paper cement, whatever you like, and you're going to adhere it to the glass. And just brush it on the back of the paper. And then go over the paper as well, right onto the glass. It will not hurt it. It will come off in the water, and you'll be able to clean it better also after you do this. Okay. And just for the sake of time, I already have my piece. I did it, and it's already dried. And I actually put 2 coats. I think it just withstands the water, which is part of this tool. There's water that goes on the surface of the glass, and you're trying to keep the paper on the glass while you're doing the cutting so that you can actually use that as a guide. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, let me just show you a little bit about this tool. It has water inside the container here. It goes up to a certain level. And then this tray fits really nice on top of it. It's probably a good idea to like have sleeves rolled up, because otherwise you will get wet. Anything that's like hanging here and on your arms. It sprays just a little bit. The great thing about it is this blade will not cut you. I swear. It's the one thing that everybody has like fear about is an electric machine that goes on, that cuts through something. Looks like it's going to cut through your fingers, but this will not cut, and I will show you. Cuts through it powers through the glass actually. It eats through the glass, but the only thing you really have to be careful of is that it doesn't spray into your eyes. So I use these glasses. Make sure that you have some kind of eye covering for protection, and then you can turn on. It's very easy. It's just on and off switch right on the side here. And the noise is going to be a little bit, you know, a little bit of noise. So, but I'm not going to cut every single part here. I just want you to see how easy it is to use this tool to follow the lines here. Okay? So we're going to turn this on, and I'm going to cut through it, and I'm also going to show you first how by touching this is not going to hurt me at all. It just vibrates. That's all. Is that amazing? Okay. Now, So this is what I did. I just cut through this one part here. It's so, could it be any easier? Really? Okay, now we'll just do one more cut on this, just to give you an overview of this. And just, the main thing is just keep your eye on the line like you're riding a bicycle. You don't want to take your eyes off of this. And the best thing is to hold your fingers on both sides of the glass. Don't press too hard, but just enough to just like guide it through this. It's hard to call it a blade because it's not cutting, but it is technically, that's what it's called, okay? It's not cutting your fingers, it's cutting the glass. Now the paper does want to like lift off a little bit because of the water, but that's why hopefully you'll get, I actually use the rubber cement. I think this paper cement is a little bit stronger. It should hold until I'm finished. It's just wherever you cut, it tends to like start lifting up. Okay, so I just wanted you to see that on this particular lesson and demonstration for Karen Silton. I'll also just show you the name of this tool is the Taurus ring saw. It's available through Gemini Saw Company, so you can Google them. I'm not getting anything from doing this except for the fact that I really like working with this tool. It's easy to, if you need to replace things, the company's great, they're very cooperative. You can't necessarily buy direct from them, but you can find out who their distributors are nationally, and hopefully this will be something that you will look forward to either using or acquiring at some point in your Mosaic adventures. All right, so thank you for tuning in today. It's just happy mosaicing, and see you next time. Thank you.